completed the Distinguished Toastmasters path twice. He wants to clarify that he is not Dan Mary. Not his twin brother either.
Dear brothers.
He is also a Pathways guide for District 52. And tonight, he is giving his first speech from Pathways. So that's awesome, because we all have to embrace Pathways, right? So we are happy for that. The title of his speech is Just Say Yes. Please welcome Distinguished Toastmaster John Murray.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. Just say yes. Just say yes. Those are three words that I live by. They seem so easy to say, but so often they're so hard to do. I found that in my life, the best things I've ever done, the best things I've ever accomplished, are when I've wanted to say no, but I've said yes. Maybe I didn't say it voluntarily, but I said yes. And I've learned in my life that just saying yes is really the key to success. I have a nephew from right here in Camarillo, and he went to the University of Southern California Film School, and he graduated with honors. He wanted to become a cinematographer, be world-class in film and television. But when he graduated from the University of Southern California, he found himself working as an electrician on film sets. It wasn't what he wanted to do. And it wasn't what his mother wanted to do either, because he would call on a regular basis on a rainy day and say how he almost got electrocuted. So she said to him, you know, maybe it would be a good idea to find another line of work. He said, I love film. Then one day, he had an opportunity. There was a film shot that needed to be taken, but it was from a very high spot. You had to go up in a crane, in a bucket, to a very high spot in order to take a shot down on the set.
Wow.
The person that was supposed to do that job didn't show up. And when he was asked, when others were asked if they would do that, they said, absolutely not. I'm not crazy. I'm not going up there. When they finally got to him, they asked him if he would do that. And he said, yes. And he went up in the bucket, and he got behind the camera, and he was all ready to start the shot, but he didn't know how to turn on the camera. He literally did not know how to turn on the camera, and he had to embarrassingly call down and find out how to turn on the switch. Well, he got that job done, and the next thing you know, he got more and more jobs. He is now a very successful cinematographer that has a home in Paris, New York, and Los Angeles. He just said yes. The opportunity was there, and when he said those words, the opportunity was there for him to take advantage of. My father was a very successful attorney. And he taught me the value of just saying yes, because when you say yes about yourself, believing in yourself, you can overcome challenges. He was a federal prosecutor during World War II. And he had to go to Washington, D.C. to see his boss for a reason he did not know. He was wanting to prosecute somebody, a Chicago businessman who was not observing the law to the fullest extent. Well, when he got to Washington, D.C., he went into the room where his boss was. He was a congressman from Chicago. And in the room were 8 chairs lined up with 8 individuals. He had no idea who they were. And when he went into the room, he was seated, and he said, Mr. Murray, I have 8 individuals here. They represent the best attorneys in Washington, D.C. They all believe that you have no case against the person you are going to prosecute. And I'm going to ask them one by one to explain why you are wrong. And so he went around the table and he said to each attorney, and then each attorney in return said, there's no case. You're wasting your time. Well, my dad sat there and listened to everybody, and it was his turn to speak. The congressman, who was his boss, turned to him finally and said, Mr. Murray, are you going to go ahead with the case? Are you going to prosecute? He said, yes. He said, yes, I'm going to prosecute. I have a case, and I know I'm going to be successful. He went ahead, and he prosecuted this individual. Now, what do you think? Was he successful, or was he unsuccessful?
Successful.
He was successful. He prosecuted him, and he was correct. He believed in himself. So many times we have people around us that want to say no. They don't believe in us. And it's so easy for others to have us maybe believe in ourselves that we can't do it either. So we start to believe what others believe, that no. But if you say yes to yourself, if you believe in yourself, you can achieve those things. It's ironic that a number of years later, my dad was still practicing law in Chicago. And into his office walked a man. It was that same man that he had prosecuted. He now wanted to hire him to defend him against somebody else. Just say yes. Those are 3 words I live by. And I know that if you follow those 3 words too, you'll find that those great opportunities in your life will be fulfilled and greatness will have come upon you. Madam Toastmaster.